In an interstellar classroom, Professor Valnox's scales shimmered. Today's assignment, his translator crackled, is to present a dangerous game from your homeworld. The class, a mix of 47 beings from 23 different species, fell silent. A Kravik student showed a kid's game using electromagnetic fields that could cause minor burns. A Veshin presented footage of diving into pools with mildly venomous creatures. Then, it was Jake Morrison's turn. The only human in the class. His usual smile was gone, replaced by something darker. "I'm going to show you Russian roulette," Jake said quietly. He pulled out an antique-looking revolver, causing a stir. Most species had abandoned such primitive weapons millennia ago. "It's a replica," Jake assured the nervous professor. "But for this to make sense, you need to understand what it represents." He opened the cylinder, showing 6 empty chambers, then produced a single dummy round. "Russian roulette is simple," Jake explained. "You load 1 bullet into a 6-chamber revolver. You spin the cylinder. You point it at your head. And you pull the trigger." The room erupted. "That's a 1 in 6 chance of death," shrieked the planarian, its form quivering. "What purpose could that possibly serve?" Jake's expression was unreadable. "Sometimes none. Sometimes it's about desperation or proving something. It's what happens when humans have nothing left to lose." "Barbaric," muttered the Veshin. "Yes," Jake agreed. "It is, but you wanted to understand dangerous games, and this is one of ours. Not the most dangerous, but one of the most psychologically revealing." Professor Valnox, his scales now a thoughtful green, asked, "Mr. Morrison, has anyone actually survived this game?" Jake's laugh was bitter. "Survived? Professor, people have played multiple rounds. 5 people in a circle, passing the gun, each pulling the trigger. The game ends when the chamber fires or everyone loses their nerve." "Insanity," whispered a Korean student. "Perhaps," Jake said, pacing. Every eye in the room followed him. "But you need to understand something about humans. We evolved on a death world, a planet that tried to kill us every single day. Predators, disease, weather, other human survival was never guaranteed. We learned to use fear itself as a tool. Russian roulette isn't about wanting to die. It's about confronting death directly, staring it down, and walking away. It's about finding control in the most uncontrollable situation imaginable." A Vexian raised an appendage. "But the risk is everything?" Jake interrupted. "That's the point. You're not playing against an opponent. You're playing against probability, against fate. And every time that hammer clicks on an empty chamber, you've won. You've cheated death one more time." The professor's scales shifted to a deep, contemplative blue. "So, your species seeks out mortal danger for what thrill?" "Courage," Jake shook his head. "Not exactly. This game represents us at our darkest moments. But it reveals something fundamental. We need to know we're alive. And sometimes, the only way to feel truly alive is to come close to death. Every species here comes from worlds that nurtured you. Your evolution was guided by logic and abundance. Humans? We come from a world that was actively hostile. We're not here despite our dangerous games. We're here because of them." The Kravik student spoke up. "You're saying this capacity for self-destruction is why you're successful?" "I'm saying it's part of why we're survivors," Jake corrected. "We can assess impossible odds and take the risk anyway. Does it make us crazy? Maybe. Does it make us dangerous? Absolutely. But it also makes us human." Professor Valnox stood. "Class, today we've learned something valuable. The human concept of a dangerous game operates on an entirely different scale." Jake nodded, packing the replica away. "Every species here would call Russian roulette madness. And you'd be right. But understand this. Humanity has been playing Russian roulette with the universe since we climbed down from the trees. Every new world we explore, every new technology we develop, we're spinning that cylinder and pulling the trigger. He smiled, that easy human smile finally returning. The difference is, we've gotten pretty good at beating the odds.